Hey peeps, this is Butterfly Gamer, and today we're going to have video about Marksman updates, which are going to happen between patches 8.10 and 8.11, which gonna include Marksman stats updates, Marksman some of the runes, and Marksman items, which includes pretty huge amount of them. So I'm going to talk a bit more about each of those, and well, let's begin with stats. So talking about stats, they are going to lose -5 armor and -2 base health for gen. For armor is kinda a big deal because they're squishies, but base health for gen, like, oh come on, who's counting? Also, they are going to gain +6 and +15 base health and +6 health grow, which is actually kinda nice to have, not to be as squishy later on. But well, they are going to lose -4 base attack damage. Just riot. Oh, come on, don't include misfortune because, well, you know, I told it in Zyra video. But they are going to gain +0.7 attack damage growth. So this is pretty nice to have too. And what I actually really like about patch 8.11, that if you miss last hitting minion by 4 or less, they will give it to you anyway. You can have that gold, which is really nice because myself, actually I do it a lot, so I really like this part. So about stats, that's it, so let's jump to runes. So talking about runes, there are going to be a new rune called Hail of Blades. It's Domination Keystone, and your first 3 basic attacks against champion in combat gain bonus attack speed, and it can exceed the attack speed limit, which is a real nice feature. And I'm actually waiting to try it on Jinx because little footwork. It gains you less movement speed at early levels, which I liked on Jinx because, well, she was squishy and didn't have any escapes actually. And well, it's going to be same healing at level 1st and level 18, but less in between. So this one ain't going to be as OP as it was, but the Hail of Blades, oh damn, I like it. So about runes, that's it, only 2 changes, and let's jump to the fun part, items. And the first item on the table is Storm Razor. It's going to give you additional attack damage and additional attack speed. How exactly, I can't just tell yet because it's not published in public beta environment yet. But well, its unique passive is if you haven't attacked recently, your next basic attack will critically strike, and when you do it, you gain short burst of attack speed and movement speed, and that's just a thought, but it should really good work with Hail of Blades. The next thing is Zeal, and it's all upgrades. Those are going to cost more. And Cloak of the Agility, it's going to be removed from game completely. And where it leads us? It leads us that Essence Reaver and Infinity Edge going to be, well, completely different. Essence Reaver now going to have, of course, attack damage, cooldown reduction, and mana, but its passive are going to be different. Your basic attacks will refund a portion of your missing mana, and after casting your ultimate, your basic attack grants bonus attack speed for some time duration. During that time, your basic attacks refund a portion of your non-ultimate cooldown, which is, well, a really nice feature. But it no longer grants you critical strike chance because, well, of the Cloak of the Agility, and basic attacks no longer refund a portion of maximum mana. So those are things for Essence Reaver. And well, talking about Infinite Edge, what I really like about its changes, well, it's going to cost more, but its unique passive is that it doubles your critical strike. So if you like have let's say runners, which gives you a 30% of your critical strike, with infinity you're going to have 60, which is a really nice feature of infinity now. And its other passive, a portion of critical strike damage is converted to true damage, and from public beta environment I know it's going to be 20%, but it no longer gives you critical strike chance like with Essence Reaver, and no longer increases the damage of critical strike. But it's more like about I know, true damage, armor penetration and stuff, and I really like those features of them. Talking about those differences, Infinity Edge going to cost from 3,400 to 3,700, and going to be built by 2 BF swords. And Essence Reaver is going to be cheaper actually by 200. But recipe is almost the same, but it won't have Cloak of the Agility, but the little man item I forgot the name of. And really shortly, these two goodies are going to cost less by 200 gold, Blade of Ruin King and Bloodthirster. The next bigger thing is going to be Guardian Angel and Maw of Malmarches. Guardian Angel going to give you more attack damage and more armor. It's going to have a 45 attack damage and 40 armor, and gonna cost 2,800. And about Maw of Malmarches, it's going to have more attack damage and more magic resist, and it's going to be 60 attack damage, 50 magic resist, 10% cooldown, and its price not going to change. And talking about one of the most important AD carries item, which gives you lots of armor penetration, Lord Dominic's Regards and Mortal Reminder. They are going to have, if I'm not wrong, same amount of attack damage, but Lord Dominic's Regards won't have its unique passive anymore. It no longer increase your damage depending on how much more maximum health than you have your enemy. So that's pretty shitty actually. And its armor pen going to drop to 35, and Mortal Reminder going to have only 25 armor penetration, but at least it's still going to have its unique passive, which I'm thankful for. So guys, what is your opinion about those changes? Me myself, I really like New Ruin and how it's going to change the gameplay of, for example, Jinx, as I said. And one of my favorite item change is going to be with Infinity Edge, because it will going to double you your critical strike, which is nice, and it's going to give you true damage from your critical strikes, 20%, which is nice. And of course, Bork is cheaper, everyone likes that, but I really hate that they are going to, kind of nerf armor penetration items, which are important to AD carries. And of course, let me know what do you think about those changes in the comment section below. And if you liked this video, click the like button. If you didn't, eat the cake and still click the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, click subscribe button, and see you next one, and bye.